Welcome back to another video. Hyundai I30 N, 6,000 kilometers later. How do I feel about the car? So I'll first talk about the negatives, things that I don't like about the car. First negative is fuel consumption. So far I've driven this car for like 6,500 kilometers, I would say, and I've averaged 10.8 liters, and 10.8 liters is a bit like high compared to what Hyundai claims, because Hyundai claims 8.6 on average. That's including both city driving and highway driving, but I'm averaging 10.8. I understand it's my fault, some of it, because I drive like an SO sometimes, but yeah, not that I drive like an SO, just that I like to by the car most of the time. So that's what causes the fuel consumption to get there. Okay, so another thing I don't like about the car is the suspension. It is on the stiffer side. So when you're driving on roads that are very bumpy and stuff, it is very stiff. It's on the stiffer side. Even if you put it on the softest setting, it's very, very stiff. It's worse if you put it on N standard, because N standard toughens up the suspension, puts it on like sporty suspension, and then it just doing like this all the time. It's not that you can't live with it, but most of the time the South African roads are shit, so find yourself driving in like bad roads, you're gonna feel it. But if you are driving in Cape Town, for example, the roads are not that harsh. I hardly feel it. It's only a couple of streets in the residential areas and stuff like that where you're gonna have issues, but other than that, it's not great, but it's not that bad. So that's also a negative that I have about the car. It's a DST behavior in traffic. It is not good, especially in slow speed maneuvers, because it's almost like trying to decide which gear and when to disengage the gear. It's just clunky a bit, but you get used to it. It's not like it's something that you can't live with, but it's something that takes time to get used to it. On my side, I'm used to it now, but it's something that might take someone some time to get used to it, because the smoothness compared to a traditional gearbox, this is nowhere near there. But because it's good for gear changing and fast driving and all those things like that, I give it 10 out of 10. But when it comes to now city driving, where you are dealing with a lot of maneuvers that are very slow, like traffics and all those things, robots I mean, it's not that great. But what can we do? Okay, another negative is the sound system. There's nothing to say about the sound system. It's trash, it's garbage. There's just, I don't even know how to describe this thing. It's shit, bruv. I've never had a bad sound system like this. This is like a very, very bad. Just trying to find the way to play something for you guys so that you can hear how bad this thing is. But it's trash. You see, this is how it sounds. I'm gonna put it to max now.
Baby, what you thinking? Tell me that you love me, but you're thinking I'm feeling.
That is max volume right there. Can't even hear anything. There's no bass, there's no treble, there's nothing. It's just a shit sound system. And the worst thing is, you don't even have an option from Hyundai to like maybe upgrade the sound system to something else. So the sound system, very bad. That's a final negative is the reverse camera placement. For whatever reason, they decided to place the camera next to the license plate at the back. So what then happens is the license plate is closer to the bottom of the car in a way. So when it's raining and the camera gets dirty and you can't see anything on the screen, you can't be able to maneuver properly when you're reversing, because it just gets blocked and it gets misty or something like that. I don't even know how to describe it, but the camera placement is not good. I'm used to VW where the camera sits in the badge and it's always going to be safe and protected because the badge closes. It only opens when it's reversing, but this one is like placed outside, so every time it's always going to be shown visible, and then it ends up picking up a lot of that, which can be a problem or a hazard, especially when you're reversing and it's raining and all those things, because then you can't see anything. And once on my side, I decided to be an idiot and put very dark tint on my side, so the rear view mirror, the side mirrors are not very clear. But what can I do? For the car to look stealth and sexy, I have to. So what can I say? On to the positives. Performance, that's the top thing that most people would buy the Hyundai I30 N for. That's why I bought the car. It was because of the performance. So far So good. I have nothing to complain about. 200 plus kilowatts is enough for me. I hardly even use all the power that the car produces, but the fact that you have it in your locker, it's very good because you can just hit it anytime you want to. So performance 10 out of 10. The car is very good. It handles like a dream, I can tell you. When you are taking corners at high speed, this thing maneuvers properly, and all of that is because it has an electronic limited slip differential. Most cars have just the normal one, not the electronic one. So the one that's not electronic is just gonna push the power to the wheels that the car is running on, and it doesn't care which wheel it has enough grip and all those things. So the electronic one is able to detect via sensor which wheels in the front wheels, because the car drives using the front wheels, front tires. Hey, it's a front wheel drive, man. Hey, tough this thing, but yeah. So it's a front wheel drive. So what happens is if you're taking a corner and then one of the wheels is losing grip, it's gonna make sure it doesn't send power to that wheel, it sends it to the other one. That makes you get out of the corner like quicker and smoother in a way. So that really makes the handling of this car a dream, especially when you're driving in twisted roads. I enjoy it a lot. I usually do a lot of passes and stuff. You've seen some of the videos I've posted on the channel, like check out this video over here of me and Mike taking on the French pass, and click over here if you wanna see me driving through, I don't know the name of the pass, but yeah, with Jan Monster, so check that out. But yeah, the car is like a dream. Love it. Another thing I like about this car is the way it looks. Guys, this car is very nice. This car is beautiful. I know a lot of people always say, it's just the Hyundai, but it's a sexy Hyundai, let's be honest. Everywhere, Chief, I go with this car, especially mine, because I've tinted the wheels, the front tire. Why am I busy talking about wheels and tires here? But yeah, on mine I've tinted the back and front lights, and then I've also removed the badging, so it even looks like, hey, it's a dream. Most guys that I've seen, car guys, they always be like, hey, this thing is nice, this thing is nice. So there's nothing I can say about the looks, but looks are subjective. Someone else might think it's not that nice, but according to me and what I'm seeing, the car is beautiful and I love it. I can even say it looks better than the Golf 8 GTI. 7.5 GTI, yeah, there it's like par on par, because I love that thing. But 8, I sting 5, 10. Okay, another positive is the safety system of the car. The car has a couple of nice safety systems. One that I enjoy the most is the lane keep assist, which if you are driving in the highway, it's definitely very good there. It's only a problem if you are driving in roads that don't have proper markings, but I enjoy using that, especially if I'm driving on the highway, because it's always trying to make sure that the car is in the perfect lines, is not doing anything. And with lane keep assist, you also have steering assist, of which when you put on cruise control and then you put on steering assist, the car is going to be steering, not for you. You have to keep your hands on the steering wheel, but it just does the steering for you. It steers, but your hands have to be on the wheel, obviously. And also that works very well if you are traveling like long distances or in the highway, because there's proper markings. If you are driving in the seat and stuff like that, I just turn off steering assist because it ends up being clunky trying to turn and all those things. And the worst thing is it always wants you to indicate when you are and then it becomes a problem. But other than that, the safety system of the car are very good. And it also, another one that I like is if you are in traffic and then you are parked behind, you are in front of, there's a car in front of you, and then if you're not paying attention, because people use phones when driving, I don't use my phone, I don't touch my phone. So let's say you are busy with your phone and then the car starts moving, and the car sees that you're not moving, it's gonna play a sound or let you know that the car in front of you is moving, so you better start moving. That function is very nice. It helps me a lot, especially when I'm in traffic, because I like to look around. Look at Nyash, I'm just joking, I'm always looking around, but then that function is able to say beep, and then I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to move, and then I'm able to move. So that's also part of the good things that are on the safety system. The crash detection part and the reverse assistance and opening doors. I don't know how to call that function. So basically, if you are parking somewhere on the side parking or whatever, and then you open your door without looking, the car is gonna alert you if there's a car that's coming behind. And same thing is gonna happen if you are reversing and there's a car that's coming from behind, it's also gonna alert you, and it can even brake for you to stop the car from moving, to try and avoid an accident. That's also a good function safety system. It has helped me a lot, especially the one for opening doors and reversing, because sometimes I'm always quick here, and then the guy's like, hey, relax, there's a car coming. So that's a good safety system. Another thing I'm loving about the car is the size of the infotainment screen. This thing is amazing. The size is like 12 point something inch. Most cars have those smaller screens. When you have Android Auto, or Android Auto here is shit because it casts the screen in half. I don't know why, you see. But Apple CarPlay here is full screen, so it's very nice because you can be able to see your music and your map and everything at the same time. On the other cars, you can't be able to see that, but the screen is small, so it ends up shrinking everything. But this one, because it's 12.7 inch, 12 point something inch, somewhere there, it's very, very, very proper. So I like that a lot about the car. Yeah, some of these things that I'm saying here, what? Yeah. And another thing I also love, the sunroof. 10 out of 10. Double sunroof. Baba, you don't get this on a lot of hatchbacks, especially in this class or range. Even the A45, I don't think it comes with this. I think it only has one sunroof, only the one that is in front. This thing with double, it always, a lot of people when they see, they're like, how did you? I'm like, hey, that's how it is. And people always ask, it must be an expensive option, and I'm like, nope, it's not an option, it comes for free. Not that it comes for free, but it's part of the base price. Unlike another brand where you have to pay for the sunroof, which I find ridiculous. But what can we do? What can you say? We can't comment on those things. So final conclusions. Am I still happy with the car? Do I regret anything, or do I have any issues with the car? Haven't had any issues. The last time I left Hyundai was to get the car, and I went back to fetch my license plate, to put in my new license plate, and I haven't went back there, and I haven't even contacted the guy that sold me the car. Check him out, Rory, at N1CT. If you want a new Hyundai, he's gonna hook you up. Haven't even went back there for any issues with the car. So far so good. 6,000 plus kilometers. I'm happy with everything. I don't regret my decision to buy this car so far. So far so good. And I know people are always saying, but it doesn't pass the Betty test. Hey, I don't buy cars to impress women, I buy cars to impress myself. And so far I'm very impressed with this car. The GTI, I was not going to be impressed, because the exhaust there, you find it, it's played on the speakers. Here the exhaust is not coming from the speakers. It's real sound. Listen to this. No tune, no stock. What you are hearing is stock pipe. Yeah, well, if I had a GTI now, I'm pissed off because the GTI doesn't do this. You have to go and tune it. The Golf 8 GTI is not the 7.5s. The 7.5s do it. The 8, you hear the sound in the speakers, but it's not the real sound that's coming from the back. So, what can I say? Love this thing. So no regrets, Baba. No regrets. Zero regrets. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, I think this might be the end of the video. You see, now it's disappointing me. Come on, you've got to love this. Obvious, I love it. But yeah, that's what makes the fuel consumption go to 10.8. But if you guys want to check out the video where I bought the car, check it out here. Click right here. Then you'll find the video of when I collected the car. But it's been good, it's been great. To everyone that watched and got this far, thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you guys that have subscribed to the channel. Continue subscribing, show some love, and yeah, BMTVSA, we move. Come on. Yo, I have to slow down because there's cameras here. But GG's guys, cheers. Bye.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.